We are joined by one of the most famous women in the world, safe to say, Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, nice to have you here again.
Thank you.
I love it because you're really becoming a New Yorker, right?
I am. I love New York City. There's nothing like the energy here.
And how about the boyfriend? I mean, the boyfriend's here too.
The boyfriend's here too, so that makes it easy. I think that's probably a big excuse of why I come, besides, you know, my store dash and all my friends are out here, and it's been fun.
All right, enough about Chris, whatever.
Well, I have to point out one more thing about Chris, because there's a lot of rumors that you and Chris Humphries are going to get engaged. Has he asked you to marry him?
No, he hasn't.
He hasn't?
We've been dating a couple months, you know, like for 6 months now. So I'm having so much fun, and I mean, I'd hope that I wouldn't know when that's going to, you know, happen. So I can't predict the future. I have no idea.
I'm a little surprised that it's so serious, because when you were last here, you were saying, I'm going to be single. I've never been single before. I'm going to have some fun. I'm going to be single. And look, you're already, you know, in this really serious, committed relationship that seems to be leading to marriage.
I think that, like, as much as you can plan for anything, not like I said I wanted to be single for a year and I'm not going to back down, you can't fight love. Like, there's just no way around it. So I was single long enough, though.
All right. So listen, you're talking about moving here. Chris Humphries' contract, right? He becomes a free agent. Do you think he'll stay in the New York, New Jersey area?
I mean, I can't speak for him. I really don't know, but I know he loves, you know, the Nets. He loves the whole organization. He loves his coaches, his teammates. He has a really good time over there. So I'm sure he would want to stay.
All right.
We like it over here.
Kim, we have to take care of some business. You're here on a mission to promote this product.
Yes. Do you know what that is?
New hair removal. Go ahead.
Yes, it is laser hair removal system, and it is. This is a newer machine. It's actually $100 less than the one that was out before, and it's an at-home laser hair removal system.
Oh, you're kidding me.
The first FDA-cleared machine.
That sounds scary. Can you hurt yourself with this laser?
Well, you have to definitely follow the instructions and, you know, use it on the proper areas. But I think, I mean, me being half Armenian, laser hair removal is like a necessity. It's like the greatest invention of all time.
It's so funny because in your book you talked about when you were younger, you know, how you were waxed, right?
Yeah, we waxing this back then, and I even was having a conversation with my little sisters who ironically are, I shouldn't say this, they're not Armenian, but they need laser hair removal. So I was trying this on them, on their legs, and I was like, this is so crazy that, like, this is the laser is definitely the new, like, waxing.
You were trying it on them? On
yes,
their legs.
I was.
Were cameras rolling?
They weren't, but
next time.
They definitely need a lot more sessions. So
now listen, with this kind of laser treatment, it doesn't necessarily get rid of it, right? It makes a little less the hair. Or?
Yeah, and every time you use it, it's just it's less and less hair. So you know, your goal.
So how much is this thing?
That is, I believe it is $3.99.
$3.99. I suppose it works on guys as well. Hair is hair, right?
Hair is hair. It works on guys, it works on girls, and I swear laser hair removal has been the most helpful thing for me and my sisters.
Ah, here it is, the heavy-duty stuff.
Yes. And this...
Does it work now?
Time around.
Don't worry, it's set on stun.
Yeah. But, you know, you just kind of move it around, and the area this time is a lot larger, so you don't have to do it in as many areas.
Do you know how it works? Is it on?
It's
a
not
laser.
on. No, it's not on.
You got to read the instructions and be careful.
Okay, that's true.
Exactly.
All right, so how's the store doing in New York City?
The store's doing so good in New York. We, you know, are constantly, there's like lines outside. It's a good feeling to get shut down sometimes by the fire marshal.
That's
Kim,
crazy.
You are, no kidding, a household name now, one of the most famous people in the world. It seems great from the outside, and I'm sure it is, but there's got to be some downsides. And is there any downside to being Kim Kardashian?
I mean, I would be like crazy to say that I don't feel really lucky, and coming into this, you always think we know what we're getting ourselves into, having cameras. I mean, basically my personal life is my career, so I definitely have to be very open, and you know, there are times when you do want some privacy, and that can be an issue, but then you kind of have to outweigh, you know, this is what we signed up for.
So what's going on with the shows now? Because you have two.
Yes. So Chloe and Lamar just aired last week, and it's so fun to watch their show because Courtney and I were in New York at the same time they were filming that, so we really have no idea what was going on, and it's not like we spent a whole lot of time with you know, Lamar and Chloe, since they're so busy in their married life, and we're out here in New York, so it's been fun to see what they're up to.
It doesn't really surprise me, but it is unusual, I think, because you're just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. There's no Kardashian fatigue, right? I mean, people.
Hope not.
How long can it go on? I mean, everything comes to an end sooner or later, but there's no one really is getting bored.
You know, my mom always jokes, like, you guys, like, season 24, Kylie gets married. I mean, I definitely see myself working a little bit more behind the scenes when the reality show is done. But, you know, I love that we went to Miami, New York. Who knows? Maybe Paris next. We'll take every city.
You're already executive producing some shows, right? The Spin Crowd?
Yeah.
With Jonathan?
Yeah. Jonathan Chebin and Simon Huck. And there's a few other shows that I have in the works that hopefully will come out later this year. So I love executive producing. I love being behind the scenes. I think that, you know, that and designing clothes. Like, my sisters and I have a line with Sears that's coming out, and I love designing and fashion. So I think with kind of stepping out and being behind the scenes a little bit and continue to designing will be what I love to do.
Jamie Foxx was here a little while ago. He told us every night he gets 8 hours sleep no matter what. He also starts with egg whites and 100 push-ups. I'm curious when the cameras aren't rolling, what's the daily routine for you?
Every day I get up between like 5:30 and 6, and I go to the gym either 6 or 6:30. An hour and a half every morning, a really intense workout, and then I come home and, you know, start my day.
Why so early if you have nothing going on that day?
Well, if we're typically in filming, so
and the filming goes year round?
Pretty much. I mean, with all the shows and the spin-off shows and everything going on, it's a lot of work. So I think a big mistake I made was when I came to New York. I didn't even know where a gym was, and I knew where every food truck on every corner was, and so now I just had to, like, put it in gear. It's summertime, so you want to be hairless and in shape.
Real quick, you had a brush with Liz Taylor
Yes.
just not too long before her death. Tell us about that.
I was on the cover of Harper's Bazaar as Cleopatra, and you know, she lent me some of her actual robes and gowns that she wore in the movie Cleopatra, and I got to interview her. I was her last interview, and she's someone that I've always idolized and always just thought she was so stunningly beautiful, and I never got a chance to meet her. We had set up a tea, but she had gotten sick, and that never happened, so I'm just so honored to have asked her so many amazing questions and really get a chance to get to know her a little bit.
How's Bruce?
Bruce is so good.
Have you ever looked at the 1976 Olympic footage? Did you ever sit
Greg
down
thinks that you really don't respect your stepfather.
You did.
There's photographs all over the the entire house. He doesn't let us live it down.
Have you ever sat down and watched it? I mean, yeah, he's such a great guy.
My mom made a video for him on his 20th anniversary of winning the Olympics, and she threw a big party for him at the Atlanta Olympics with every Olympian. We watched this video, and it was really amazing, and it showed a lot of the footage from the Olympic Games. So I have a great respect for Bruce. I know that we kind of joke around and give him a hard time, but him and I are really close, and I mean, we've heard every story and seen a lot of footage, so I have a lot of respect for him.
All right, beautiful, beautiful.
So while you're in town, are you going to be looking for apartments? Because everybody's speculating about you moving here.
I would love to. I mean, I have been kind of keeping my eyes open. I have a few friends that are moving here too, so we're kind of like, well, tell me what you see, and I'll tell you what we see, and, kind of keeping my eyes open, but it would only be a natural move. My store Dash, my friends, my boyfriend.
Kim, your whole life is out there documenting the reality show, books, media appearances. Is there anything we don't know about you? Anything you want to share that might be a surprise? Just one little nugget. And if you want to hold back, I understand, but I'm so curious.
I am probably such a crazy germaphobe neat freak that I shake when someone wants to shake my hand.
Oh,
it's becoming bad, but I'm trying to control it.
Fascinating.
You better talk to Donald Trump about that.
Really?
Yeah, he's a germaphobe too.
But he's overcome it, and
I'm okay with hugs. I don't know. Sometimes I get really nervous.
Well, we're happy that you're here, and we wish you all the very best.
I'll take your hand.
No. I prefer a hug. I like the hug
Good
better.
day, New York. Thanks for watching.
Hugs all around.
Hugs.